Hey guys, it's Duder. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything on here, and just sort of wanted to make a video today talking a little bit about that and sort of the direction the videos on the channel are going to go from here on out. Um, Obviously, in my past couple of videos, I've always had this sort of introspective and uh, borderline philosophical sort of thing that I've been doing, and I'm still I still do stuff like that. I still kind of I believe in that sort of stuff, but like pretty much where my mindset was at the time was like I had been feeling like I've hit like a period of happiness and just like contentment with things, just like feeling pretty good, and my mentality was like, how do I maintain this? Like, I want to keep this as my baseline. And so basically, I was just going through all kinds of different self help videos and like reading books and podcasts and things, um, just trying to stay sort of in that mind frame. And that sort of doesn't work, I found. It's it's all good advice and stuff, but you can't just. It's kind of sucks to say, but you can't just be like happy all the time. It just doesn't really work like that, or at least you can't like. It's really hard if you hit like a peak or something like I did. That that isn't normally your baseline, and I don't know if you can really rewire yourself to make that your baseline. Like, I'm not saying I'm just like a depressed person most of the time or like super sad most of the time or anything. It's just like being, it's sort of like there's troughs and or pits and peaks. That's how I sort of see it. And there isn't there isn't totally like this like baseline thing, but um, that's kind of how I looked at it. And so I thought, hey, I've been able to like maintain feeling pretty good for quite a while, and I wanted to pretty much make videos like sharing how I was able to do that or like concepts that I've learned that have helped me, which is still to me that's still like seems like a good thing to do, but there's also the reality that I have to be honest about it and be like, yeah, it's good. This stuff, they're good concepts to like help you through life and different things you're navigating and stuff. But at the end of the day, like that's that's just kind of where we're at. Like it's it's not like there's no like one fit solution or answer for everybody. It's just stuff that sort of like those old videos. Those are just sort of things that have helped me over time. And like I just found myself recently, like as time goes on, like I've had I'd have a couple bad days in a row, or I'd have a couple like boring days, periods of time that are just different, and it definitely my mood's definitely like changed. It's definitely gotten different. Um, I'm not just I'm not at that point where I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm maintaining this like pretty chill vibe sort of thing constantly. Um, so that's one of the things that like changed that made me be like, well, how can I make videos about this stuff? And that's that's not really fair. That's not really like a fair mindset. I should I should be able to make videos talking about different like topics of life advice and like philosophy and ways trains of thought, school of thought, and different ways of thinking, and not have to like maintain this whole like period of wellness, like just this whole like state of being where I'm just kind of more upbeat, kind of more positive and stuff. Like that doesn't have to be a thing. It can just be normal. It can just be like, or I could still make it. Like I could just, take it upon myself to, like, make a video anyway, even if I'm feeling like not great. And that's just that's where I'm at with the whole thing. It's just sort of one of those things where I got caught up in just like trying to want to maintain that, and it just didn't really work out all that well in the end, because it was just like you can't just stay like that. You can't make just like that sort of period of time your baseline. And I feel like that's true for most people with life, is like there's there's always ups and downs, and it's just like you can't, if you are happy all the time, it's kind of a paradox. Like if you're feeling that great all the time, eventually it's like you're not gonna be feeling all that great all the time, because it's like there's no challenge, there's no like contradiction or anything. There's not really anything to like maintain your quote unquote serotonin levels or anything. There's nothing that's like actually stimulating or different to you, um, and that's just the reality of it. Is like you can't just, it would, if you were just happy all the time, eventually you wouldn't be because it would suck. Like that would suck. And but then again, there's the reverse side. You can't just be depressed and sad all the time either. Like you gotta have moments where just like this is going good. Like this is good. And like, so I guess what I'm ultimately like, the point here, what I'm trying to say is that like going forward with these videos, I'm probably gonna be a little less like quote unquote philosophical and like get down to like, oh, just let's dig into this, let's dig into these concepts and stuff. And I'm probably just gonna start making videos talking about life and different things I've gone through, and maybe some stories here and there. Maybe that's what I'll do. But I'll still touch on that sort of thing occasionally. But that's not really where I'm at. I'm just not really that that's not really my vibe totally. So, um, but those the old videos still have some worth and value to them for the concepts I went through back then. So I encourage you to check them out if you're somebody new to watching me. Um, Also, if you have been watching any of these, thank you. I appreciate anybody that spends their time taking a look at any of this. But yeah, thank you for supporting the channel. All right, this has been Duder. Back after like a couple of months, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.